A very good afternoon to all my dear students. Today we are going to start with the next chapter in Morphology of Flowers for Corolla. I am Dr. Rajendra Shevde, HOD Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Lanza, Ratnagiri. The first slide, it shows the colorful corolla of flowering plants. What is the definition of corolla? Corolla in plant is the second whorl that completes the perianth together with the layer of the calyx. It generally comprises several petals whose primary function is similar to the role of calyx, that is, to protect a flower reproductive structure. Corolla is also a sterile part of the flower. It can be tubular, funnel shape, wheel shape, etc. The size of the corolla is greater than that of the calyx. Petals are colorful, scented, whose sole function is to attract the pollinating agents like bees and birds. So corolla is the second word next to the calyx, and its main role is to protect the flower reproductive structure, as well as it plays important role in attracting pollinating agents like bees and birds for pollination purposes. So this is the definition of corolla. Then let's go through the features of corolla. Petals perform a significant role in protecting the essential floral parts in younger condition. Petals, these are the members of corolla. They are playing important role in protecting the floral parts which are essential in the younger condition. Corolla is generally brightly colored because of the presence of certain pigments like water-soluble anthocyanin, anthocyanin, carotenes, etc. Petals are scented due to the presence of essential oils. Best example is rose petals. Petals also contain tissues called as nectaries that produces sugar-rich nectar to attract the insects like bees. When the petals appear green or dull colored, then they refer as sepaloids. Example is Polyalthia and Annona. Annona is nothing but custard apple. The petals are usually thin but can be thicker sometimes. The structure of petal comprises two components, namely claw and limb. Claw is slender, basal part of a petal that appears like stalk-like. Clawless bracts are sessile. A limb is an enlarged upper part of the petal. The shape and size of the petal can be regular or irregular. The symmetry of corolla can be radial or bilateral. Like leaf lamina, the edges of the petal can be entire, serrate or divided sometimes. So these all are the features of corolla. The main features are majorly their structure, their size, their thickness, then whether they are scented, their color, and what are the parts of the petals like limb and claw, and their symmetry like radial or bilateral, and their margins, means their edge of the petals. So these are the major features of the corolla. Like calyx, corolla can be free. Then it is called as polypetalous, or fused, that means united. Then it is called as gamepetalous. In polypetalous corolla, all the petals remains free in origin. In the gamepetalous corolla, the united and free portion refers as corolla tube and corolla lobes respectively. At the junction of the tube and lobe are referred as throat. The shape and size of corolla in plants differ ranging between different species and can be classified into regular to irregular form. So this diagram depicts the components of corolla. The basal part, it is called as claw, whereas the colored one, which is the enlarged part, it is called as leaf. So now we have to study what are the different types of corolla. So let's see what are the types of corolla. Polypetalous corolla, that means petals are free. So they are again of two types or two forms, that is regular and the other one is irregular. In regular form there are different types. The first one is cruciform. In this type, the orientation of petals appears as a cross, that generally found in the members of Cruciferae family. Best example is mustard. Next is rosaceous. It comprises of the clawless petals. That means in these petals claw is not present. That only contains limbs expanding outwards, while the odd petals is anterior in position. It is common in the members of rosaceous family like rose. Next type of polypetalous corolla in the regular form is caryophyllaceous. It comprises 5 free petals where the claws and limbs are perpendicular to each other. It is common in the members of Caryophyllaceae family. That's why the name of this regular form of polypetalous corolla is Caryophyllaceous. Example is dianthus. Then irregular form, they are papilionaceous. Papilionaceous, it comprises 5 petals that resembles a butterfly. In papilionaceous corolla, the posterior petal is vexillum, which is larger. The 2 inferior but anterior petals are called as carene, and they are united, giving a boat-like appearance. There are other 2 lateral petals called are ali, superimposing the carina. And the best example of this papilionaceous corolla is pea flower. So let's have a look at the different types of polypetalous corolla, regular and irregular forms. In the regular forms you can see rosaceous, rose, cruciferous form, then caryophyllaceous, that is dianthus, and the right side it is irregular form, papilionaceous. This is the picture of Gokarna. So let's see other types of corolla, that is gamopetalous. Gamopetalous flowers corolla means corolla or petals are united or fused. There are also two forms, regular forms and irregular forms. In the regular forms we can see there are different types. The first one is tubular. In this type the corolla tube is cylindrical and the limbs are non-expanding. It is common in the members of Compositae family. Compositae family is also called as Asteraceae. Example is sunflower disc floret. Next is campanulate. In this type, the corolla tube is rounded towards the base that gradually widens upwards, giving it a bell-like appearance. So, example is physalis. The next third one, that is infundibuliform. The same word you must have heard in types of calyx also. Here the petals are organized like an inverted funnel. Example is Dhatura. Other forms of regular Gamopetalous. Hypocrateriform. Hypocrateriform. This kind of corolla appears as salver shape, while with a long and slender corolla tube and corolla limb at a right angle. Example is Vinca rosea. Okay, so this is actually called as Sadafuli. So here, what is the characteristic is that the corolla appears like a long corolla tube which is slender, that is narrow, but limbs are at the right angles of the corolla tube. So this is the example of hypocrateriform type of Gamopetalous regular form of corolla. Example is Vinca rosea. Next is rotate. This kind of corolla resembles wheel shape with a shorter corolla tube and limbs at a right angle. Example is Solarium melangena. So this is the rotate type of. The sixth one, it is urceolate. In this type, the corolla tube is enlarged towards the middle and tapered towards the base and the tip. So example is Kalanchoe pinnata. Now, irregular forms. It is first one is ligulate. This kind of corolla appears as strap shaped, which consists of 5 petals united to form a short tube at the base. The corolla tube splits on one side and becomes flattened like a strap. Example is ray floret in marigold. Marigold, that is we call commonly in Marathi as Jhendu. Then bilabiate. It appears as two-leaf structure which consists of upper posterior and lower anterior part. The upper posterior part comprises of a union of 2 petals, with the unequal lower anterior part introduce a coalition of 3 petals. The example is Leucas, or the family we are going to study this year, that is Labiatae. Then personate. It is a mask-shaped corolla that somewhat resembles the shape of bilabiate corolla or bilabiate flower. In personate corolla, both the limbs are held together due to which the mouth is closed. The projection of the lower lip closing the mouth refers as palate. An example is snapdragon. These are the examples. We can see the pictures of Gamopetalous types of corolla. On the left hand, regular forms, the one that is tubular. This is the example sunflower, that is a disc floret of the sunflower, that is tubular. Next is hypocrateriform. It is found in Vinca, where corolla tube is perpendicular to the limbs of the petals. Then infundibuliform, which is found in Datura. Then rotate, which is found in Solanum. Then campanulate, and lastly urceolate. Urceolate, pomegranate is the best example. Then in irregular forms, ligulate, bilabiate, and personate. Ligulate, another example, bilabiate, where we can see these 2 lips-like structures, and personate, where the leaves are there but they are fused at the tip and at the base. So this is the examples of Gamopetalous corolla. Then let's see. We have studied various types of flower, various types of corolla in flower. Then we have gone through the modification or types of corolla. There are 2 types of corolla basically. If the petals are fused, then it is Gamopetalous. If they are free, then polypetalous. In polypetalous also, there are regular forms and irregular forms. Then in Gamopetalous also, regular and irregular forms. Therefore, the corolla is a collective term for the group of petals. That is the most attractive part of a flower, because of their fluorescent color and fragrance. It does not directly involve in the process of pollination, but indirectly it can captivate or repel the specific pollinator like bees or birds. So this is the conclusion of the topic what we are studying, what we have studied. So this is about the morphology of flower with respect to the corolla. So I request all students to go through the videos, study it well, and if you have any queries, please WhatsApp me or message me. Thank you so much for listening to video. Next we are going to study about the fertile parts of the flower in morphology of flower, that is androecium and gynoecium. So meet you on the next lecture. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.